What's happening, man? This is my live stream, Corner Store TV Live. It's your boy OMD300. I see there's nobody really on here. Maybe nobody won't come on here at all. Maybe they will. Maybe they won't. I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. What's happening? What's happening? Whoever that is. I'm supposed to be leaving my live time. Paid in full. It's freaking Monday night, man. Guard your privacy. Welcome to live chat, guard. Remember to guard your privacy. I don't know if anybody else watched The Neighbors. This fucking show is hilarious. I gotta give it to Cedric the Entertainer and to Gina Arnold. They came up with something real good. A lot of these actors too, was said, and obviously Tichina is like veterans to the comedy world. Said being on, Steve Harvey before the show, and doing all the movies and stuff he's done. And same thing with Tichina. Tichina actually started out, her career is pretty dope. She was one of the singers on the movie Little Shop of Horrors back in the day. Her and Tisha Campbell, they've been working together for a long time. Also, Tichina was on either One Life to Live or one of them shits on ABC for a long time. I used to remember seeing her when she was a kid on there. I met her one time, Tichina Arnold. It was BET Ladies of Soul Awards, if I remember correctly, and it was at a club in West Hollywood at the time called Paradise 24. And it's not there anymore. I mean, the building's there, but it's a different place now. But she was real cool. Very interesting. This nigga. If you ain't never watched the show The Neighborhoods, you need to check that out. It is absolutely hilarious. It's a Monday night, man. It's the end of March, basically. Today, the 23rd. Crazy. It's crazy, bro. I hope I ain't lost my core audience because my live streams don't be doing nothing. I think people be wanting me to go places and do all these exotic things and just be out and about. And I just, I don't know. I have no. The audience I've built is behind hip hop and stuff like that. Here in the next day or so, I'm gonna be recording some music, so that'll be something that I can record and do some content on. That should be fun, especially going to a new studio I ain't never been out before. That should be cool. I'm kind of looking forward to that. But I had to, if anything, I could say, I'm probably just live streaming is cool. Doing content is absolutely amazing. Can be rewarding sometimes. Sometimes it can't. Sometimes it's not as rewarding as you think, especially if you say you're gonna go to a certain place, and you go to that place and that function, and it's not popping like you figured it was gonna be. But that happens with anything. It's like anything you do in life, it's gonna be like that. You know what I'm saying? So, but content creation is something else. I wanted to start doing skits and stuff like that. And since I do out, one of the things I do is act. I want to start doing skits, and I'm watching this show while I'm doing this at the same time. This shit is hilarious. I actually like this dude. This show called The Neighbors with Cedric Entertainer and Tachina Arnold is actually real good. One of the few shows on CBS that had a black cast like this that actually was successful. So I got to give them a lot of props. A whole lot of props. Is that Tony Braxton? Oh, shit. She gonna fall out. This is stupid. If you ain't never seen the neighbors, this shit funny as hell. I never knew they had an episode with Tony Braxton on there, but yeah, this shit funny as shit. Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody out there in the world. Hopefully you're doing good and living a simple life. You ain't got to be rich. You ain't got to be rich to have fun. As long as you got food in your refrigerator, your house is where you want to be. You know what I'm saying? Your neighbors ain't too bad. Because I don't give a damn where you stay. You could be in the richest neighborhood in the world and have some of the worst neighbors in the world. You would think you got all the room in the world, big ass fences, all that. Motherfuckers start throwing shit over your fence because they don't like you or some stupid shit. So don't get it twisted. Whatever circumstances you in, if you're not homeless or in prison or something like that, you blessed. And if you're alive and you're in those places too, like prison or homeless, hopefully you ain't in jail for life. And if you homeless, you definitely ain't got a life sentence to being homeless. You just gotta have somebody give a fuck about you and give you a chance. That's what it's really all about. And that's what we really here to. That's what we really here to do, is to help each other, whether people realize that or not. But yeah, if you haven't seen the show The Neighbors, it comes on CBS. And I've seen pretty much all. It's been 8 fucking years to show that. This shows how fast time has flown. This show, if it's 8 years ago, it's 26. This show appeared. God damn, like 2019 or some shit like that. That's crazy. 2018. This has been on since that long. That nigga said this nigga's son is trying to mac up Tony Brown. I see looking at him like, what the fuck? That shit is jokes. She told that nigga, she was like, yeah, thanks, nigga, back up. Yeah, she got out of there. In the show, Cedric Entertainer's got 2 sons and Tachina Arnold, his wife. And one of the sons got this girl pregnant. They went to the Tony Braxton concert. And she having the baby on Tony Braxton's tour bus. The show is fucking hilarious. If you ain't never seen The Neighbors, check that shit out from season 1 if you can stream it. You gonna fucking laugh. I have to admit, the white people that live next door to them that moved in, and it's based in Pasadena, California. That's where the show supposedly takes place, which I thought was really cool, because ain't nobody ever really had a show that was centered in the city of Pasadena. And I think, I'm gonna be honest with you, and for those who don't know nothing about California, never been here, Pasadena is, I never even think about Pasadena as a place I would move to, especially since it's so tight. There's something about Pasadena. It's like, it's a cool city, but it's unusual how they fit, if you got to go there to see what I'm talking about, because when you get past, it's like everything seems like it's on top of each other. It's like so closed in to me. It's just weird. It's a pretty tough. Only in certain parts though, like near downtown Pasadena, it's very tight. Everything is real tight, and there's certain areas when you get off of the 210 freeway here in Los Angeles, going toward Pasadena. When you get off there, especially on this one, I forget the road, because my dentist is out there, and it's just a real condensed, tight area. And then you go to some, matter of fact, for those who don't know, Halloween, the movie John Carpenter made about Michael Myers, was shot in the city of Pasadena. Pasadena is the only city in California, especially Los Angeles, that looks like a Midwestern town as far as the flora and fauna. And for those who don't know what that is, the trees and the plants. Mostly California is, most every place you go in California, you're gonna see some palm trees. And another tree that's very prevalent in LA is pine trees with the pine cones. Those are very prevalent. Obviously, fruit trees, because like in my property where I live, there's a bunch of fruit trees. A bunch of fruit trees. Hell, I got 2 big ass grapefruit trees right in front of my door. So you'll see those out here too, depending on what area you go to. The valley's known for fruit trees where I live, San Fernando Valley. There's actually quite a few valleys. I don't know why I do that, like y'all know. Whenever we say the valley here, we know that's San Fernando Valley. You're not going to call the Antelope Valley the valley. You're going to say Antelope Valley. You're not going to call the, what's the other valley? It's another valley too. That's the Lancaster and Palmdale and all that is in the Antelope Valley, if I'm not mistaken. That's like the low desert, Mojave. That's going toward the Mojave Desert. But then there's another valley too. And there's also Simi Valley, which is right next to the San Fernando Valley. That's across the 118. So there's several valleys out here, but if you're in LA and you say I'm heading to the valley, people usually know that means the San Fernando Valley. But Pasadena as a city, it's a very nice little city. If you bought a home there, depending on what area you bought it in, you could probably be pretty happy out there. It seems like the people there are very nice. There's another little town. It's like not South Pasadena, but I guess you could call it East Pasadena. Going toward another little town called Temple City, and I never knew a lot about Temple City until I was doing a delivery job. I was working for a company who was making deliveries, so they had a few deliveries in Temple City or that region. I forget what they call it. You start out, you end up out that way. I don't know if you go to Highland Park. I forget. I don't remember the route, but I remember taking that route. And I actually liked that route, but that was somebody else's route. I was just covering for him that day. I wanted that route bad because it was like you got a chance to see a lot of areas that you don't get to very often. And Temple City was nice, man. I got to give it to him. Temple City's cool. It's spread out too. That's heading off the 210. It's between like the 210 freeway and the 10 freeway. And between maybe like the 605 freeway going north and south and the 705 or whatever. It's just, it's hard to figure out where you want to live in California. If you got the right amount of money, you could do pretty much whatever you want and live in the quietest part of town you want to. But just like I said, people don't realize just because a part of town is, if it ain't gated, all bets is off because anybody can park on a quiet. Like over here, when I first moved over here, I used to be like, damn. Sound like somebody outside. Who out there? It be sound like movement outside my fucking door. I swear I'm gonna have to put two. I don't want to say. I don't care. I don't want to have to do nothing to nobody, but they better go on with that bullshit. Like, oh. We sound like footsteps and shit out here. And another thing, people over here, people in LA, weird as fuck. You try to go to their property and take some shit off of their property, they're calling the police on you, or they trying to do something to you, or you end up fucking their ass up. But let me tell you something. Motherfuckers over here got a lot of problems with taking stuff and then you reacting to it. They be like, motherfucker will come on your property or where you live, take some fruit, you catch them doing it. Like the fruit, it ain't even I don't give a fuck about that fruit. But what I do give a fuck about is people having the gall to just think they can walk on on the property you live on and just take shit. If you could, that, because people funny that way. Human beings are funny that way. It became certain motherfuckers. It became a thing to them to pass by here. I'm gonna do my walk, or I'm passing by that area I like, and I'm gonna take this fruit off these trees until we start calling them out on it. Another thing, there's an alley in the back. I'm glad this one business. I don't know if they're renovating or nothing. It's a cool little cafe. It's like very historical in this neighborhood where I live. It's called Joe's Cafe, and they're being renovated, or I don't know what they're doing to it, to be honest with you. But there's like very limited parking in the back alley because there's an alley right behind. Man, living over here has been a problem because motherfuckers be knowing that they've taken certain liberties over the years, and you come back there in the fucking back gate, somebody parked in the driveway in the back, all kind of crazy shit. So you have to check these people after trial and error, checking them, saying shit to them, catching motherfuckers walking through our fucking driveway. Oh, we thought this was a walkway. Come on, man. What the fuck are you talking about? This ain't no walkway. You see the fucking driveway. You notice the drive. You see people's front doors as you walking down. See, what the thing is, just because it's quiet and you don't see nobody, you feel like, oh, fuck it, I'm going to just walk through. You can't do that. It's private, my nigga. What are you doing? And these white people see that it's a black person saying something. They really be looking at you like, don't you realize you used to be a slave? We could be able to do whatever we want. They give you a lot of attitude. And you be like, you better get your ass out of here. Like if you call the police, they're not going to say anything. They're just going to give us a stern warning. If this was my apartment and you walked through here and I called, you'd be going to jail. That's the look they be giving you. Like, you know what I'm saying? But they stopped that shit. Motherfuckers start coming out there with pistol handles sticking out their jeans. Like, who are you? What are you doing? They start looking at the gun, looking at you. Motherfuckers be like, we didn't know. Yeah, don't do that shit no more. Motherfuckers so lazy, but want to eat though. You can't park right here on the street and walk around the corner. Or go next door, because the next door apartment, you can walk right through that motherfucker, no problem. But see, the reason why they don't do it there is because this is nicer, this is cleaner, and the fucking Joe's is directly right behind us. And just because this how lazy people are. A few feet. If you go right here next door to the apartment, to the duplexes next door, little mini houses next door, they have no gate, no nothing. They can walk right through. But see, they know if they do that, it just looks more sneakier to do it on our shit. Our shit ain't blocked or nothing. It just looks more sneakier to do it on our shit. And motherfuckers will sit there and lie straight. I saw a whole family of people. White people came with kids. One lady was holding a baby. It was like, grandma, grandpa, we like, what are y'all doing? Even all the people in here came out that day was like, what are you motherfuckers doing? Oh, we were going to Joe's. No, niggas live here. What are you doing? Oh, we've done. And then the ones that kill me is the ones that say, we've done this before. We didn't see anybody. We've done it before. Can't you let us go through this time? No, nigga. What are you fucking talking about? Get your ass out of here. I used to catch this little Greek dude. I know he wasn't Hispanic. He just had some kind of accent. This nigga had 2 bags. He was just peking. It was shit. What if we liked the grapefruits? What if we wanted to eat the oranges in the back? What if we ate that shit all the time? So you mean to tell me we come outside and all the ones that are hanging low just been taken away by some random motherfucker just walking by? It ain't even a fact, like I said, it ain't even a fact about the grapefruits. I don't fuck with grapefruits no way. I never liked grapefruits. The fact that you have the gall to not even tap on the door, pack. Excuse me, my name is so-and-so. I apologize, and I know this is weird, but I be seeing your grapefruits. They so beautiful. I just didn't want to walk on y'all property and take none and have y'all looking at me funny. You think I could grab a few? Yeah, sure. Go ahead. I appreciate it. You probably going to I appreciate you knocking on the door. We got a lot of people come over here and just think they can just do it and take shit and da-da-da. You feel me? But no, motherfuckers don't do that because, one, most people don't want to talk to each other anyway and have enough decency to do some shit like that. And 2, they want to do it some slick shit like they're getting away with something. Most people want to do some shit to feel like they're getting away with something. And that's just a fucking fact. It's a fact. You know what I'm saying? That's just the world we live in. No, but there's no more common decency. What the fuck that is? Most people are not gonna be decent enough to, try to respect you and say, "Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, ma'am. You mind if I get this?" Or they're just not finna do it. That light right in the motherfucker. Well, I had to turn it on. It's starting to get shadowy. Sun's starting to go down in LA. Since we so fucking close to the summer, the sun will not be down until maybe 7:30. Another hour. And by the end of about 7:45, it'll be actually dark out here. But it's been hot lately. It's been hot in the motherfucker lately too, boy. LA is no joke when it comes to the heat. Still gotta iron these damn shorts. I just got some shorts over here I gotta iron. I hate having cargo shorts. When you wash them motherfuckers and the pockets be all flipped up and shit in the back pockets, that shit look tacky. You put them on, it look like you slept in the motherfuckers. So, you know what I'm saying? And plus, I should have took better care of them. But a lot of shit that I buy from Burlington Coat Factory, it usually be stuff that you could just throw on a rock, like these tees. They got some of the dopest tees in the world up in there. Shit, white people not finna buy. That's number one. If you see a paid in full t-shirt up in there and it's my size, oh, that's just getting grabbed. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of shit I wear. Give me some Air Force Ones or some Pumas or some Adidas and a nice tee and some shorts. I mean, you can't beat that in Cali. That's how niggas be rocking it. So I gotta iron these fucking. Yeah, I still iron most motherfuckers. I used to take all my shit to the cleaners. One day I took my shit to the cleaners. I had some of that stuff I realized, some of that stuff I just gave away to the Goodwill, to like one of those boxes, some clothing boxes. I put that shit in that box. And one of the jackets I had in that box, I had that jacket so long, I bought it at a big man store. What is it called? Big and Tall Sun. I used to work there years ago, and it's like had a leather collar, but it almost looked like a pea coat, but it wasn't. It more like it's just a nice coat. Big pockets, two big pockets right here, buttons, leather, a brown leather collar. That motherfucker was tight, and you send that shit to the cleaners, and he press it and get it all. Man, that motherfucker used to be so hard. But one thing you find, even though you start wearing shit to only specific things, like wearing some Timberland boots and some Levi's in that jacket to a function when it's new, but as time goes on, it starts to look more like a work coat. You start taking it and wearing it to work, and it just becomes a regular ass coat. So it didn't look the same even if you took it to the cleaners. But one time I took my shit to the cleaners. I mean, I must have put in like 6 pairs of pants. Usually that run about $2, $2.50 a pair. So that's $5 for 2 pair. 2, 4, 4, 6. That's like $15 right there for the pants. And then I had some shirts. I think I don't know why they shirts would be so much higher. They charge like $3 a shirt. $3 a shirt. Anyway, I wasn't even thinking about this particular cleaners near here. I go and I drop my shit off. I don't know if I asked him how much it was or not. And if I did, I forgot. Later on, I come back and I say, "Yo, how much is this shit?" "Oh, it's 100. I was like, 100? 100 and some change, actually. So when he said that, I was like, what the fuck? I was like, use this shit like $50. Like half that. If that, $47. Oh no, man, prices went up, man, blah, blah, blah. Oh man, it took me 2 weeks to get them fucking clothes out that cleaners. Because I ain't had that money then. I only had maybe like $60 on me. And nah. So I had to wait. That shit was wild. I'm telling you, this show, if you ain't never seen The Neighbors, man, with Cedric the Entertainer, you got to go peep that shit. That shit is hilarious. Watch this shit now. These niggas at the USC Western Michigan basketball game. This nigga's fighting the mascot from Western Michigan. Why are they in the Western Michigan section wearing USC shit? I'll never know. Oh, I know why. The white dude that they live next to, Dave. Dave, the white dude Dave that they live next to door to. He's from Michigan. He's from what they call it. The show is hilarious. If you ain't never seen this shit, it's funny as hell. I don't give a damn. What's the show called? I mean, dude's name called Kalamazoo. I've been to Michigan. I never been to Kalamazoo. I ain't gonna sit here and lie. I never been to no Kalamazoo, Michigan. But I have been to Detroit, and I was in not East Lansing, so Saginaw. I've been to Saginaw before, and the black part of Saginaw. What's happening, man? Oh, yo, so what's up, bro? What's up, Sam? How you doing, brother? What's good with it, man? I'm just sitting here vibing, man. It's Corner Store TV Live. I'm at the crib, chilling, watching The Neighbors, Tichina Arnold, and Cedric the Entertainer. And this show is really good, man. It's crazy how this little boy, when I first started watching The Neighbors, the little boy was like 7, 8 years old. This nigga like 19 something now, bro. He big, I mean, tall as a motherfucker. What's up, man? Oh shit, all the homies here. What's happening, Marcus? What's up, bro? You know, Marcus. The homie Big Marcus in the building. Respect to you too, man. It's all love here. It's all love here. Hey, man, I'm not going to batter you, Bijan, man, but you still ain't became a member, bro. You breaking my heart, man. I'm just playing, bro. I'm just playing. Oh, I want to apologize to all y'all, too. I know I've been asking for chips a lot lately, man, and I'm sorry, bro. Hey, do me a favor. When my live is over, go look at all of these other cats on here. Matter of fact, if you see a live stream, tap onto that live stream, start watching it, but don't pull out of it. Just keep scrolling. You'll see all these different people live streams. Tell me the and the next time we talk, because tomorrow gonna be Corner Store Podcast, so please join me tomorrow at 11 a.m. Pacific time, my time. So if it's 11 my time, it'll be at 2 o'clock y'all time on the East Coast. So join me, man. I'm gonna be on the Corner Store Podcast tomorrow. But tonight, if once you get off the live, like my live right now, if you're watching my live, you can scroll right now and see other people's live, and just see how the people engage. See how other people engage with the other YouTubers on here, and that's the stuff that I'm looking for. Depending on who they are, you know what I'm saying. There's a lot of cats on here, and you can tell people shit is way more sophisticated than mine. They got all the picture and statistics. They got rolling shit on the bottom and all these different things. Now, I would be lying if I said I knew how to do all of that shit. I know how to do some of it. I don't even. Let me tell you this. These are my fucking issues. It don't have nothing to do with y'all. Nothing to do with y'all. Y'all got y'all own set of problems. My members, my subscribers, every motherfucker that might see my shit has their own set of problems. So with that said, even if I wanted to do all the things that they do, my fucking laptop, I had to hock that shit. And let me tell you something about hocking stuff. When you hock shit and you don't have a lump sum of money coming to help get that out, whatever money you get to pay your bills every month, that shit gonna get paid first. I don't give a fuck. The only thing I can do right now to keep them from keeping my laptop, which I already did, was to pay the what do they call it? The I don't know. I guess you could say it's a tax, but it's really the interest. You pay the interest that, you know, like if I wanted to get it back now, they gave me 2. It's gonna be like 2 something this month, 2 something next month, until they finally send you a letter saying, look, you got last month before you could get it back. At that particular time, it's gonna be at the highest point. It'd be like 230, 220, 240 to get it out. Whatever the interest is, like I said, if it's 240, you pay them $40, it starts all over again. So you got another 4 months to pick it up. So that's what this is the only first time I've ever done that. Normally when I get some money, I usually go get it. It's a great laptop. It's a fucking $1,000 laptop. Actually, $1,100 laptop. It's a fucking Lenovo, and it's a Lenovo Yoga, one of the better ones out there. It's probably not as dope as it was a couple years ago when I bought it. But if you notice, pawn shops, I don't give a shit what part of the country they're in. uh, East Coast, it don't matter. They're not taking certain things. They don't take TVs no more. Pawn shops, yeah, I would know because I had a TV I tried to pawn back in the day. They don't take those no more. They don't. They'll take a desktop, but it's got to be top of the fucking line. They'll know too because they'll go to the computer and see, which one it is. A lot of them already know. You bring it in, oh, now that's nah. Even you could call them because I call motherfuckers. I'm not finna drive down there and have my tail between my legs if there's something I have of value to hawk, like a watch or something like that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna call y'all take these, y'all take this, y'all take this. You know what I'm saying? Cause the motherfuckers, they already got a shitload of stuff in there. You think they got just 2 laptops in there, yours and somebody else's? Them niggas got 2, 3, 400 laptops. Most people gonna renege on these fucking loans. You already know it. So a lot of people that go to pawn shops know they just trying to get some money to get some dope, maybe pay a bill, emergency bill, or buy their kids some shoes, something, some emergency. Or motherfuckers is trying to do all 4 or 5 things at one time, depending on what they bring in. If a motherfucker takes some jewelry to like the gold exchange or the diamond exchange or something, 9 times out of 10 they need some food, a place to stay, some weed, all that. The homie said that's why rings, watches, chains, gold, silver are the top of the line electronics. That's it. That now you know what? I will say this. I will say this. Everything is in that fucking pawn. This particular pawn shop is Balboa Pawn. Remember, anything that I tell you, even though you live in Jersey or Philly or Pennsylvania or wherever, you can Google this shit. Just to know that, just to fact check me, because I don't got no reason to sit up here. A lot of motherfuckers I don't. Well, you know what? That don't make no sense what I just said. Because I don't know you, lying to you will probably be a lot easier. But no, I ain't got no reason to lie to you, and there's nothing to lie about. But the pawn shop is called Balboa Pawn. And even on the bottom of this thing, when they tell you to do your live stream, keep your privacy to yourself. Don't let too much about yourself out. Man, fuck that. What the fuck? I ain't giving out my address. I don't give a fuck. You do know my city. If you want to catch a couple of, you can come find me if you want to and get your ass lit up. And I'm gonna tell you right now, you could keep your anonymity all you want for years and years and years and years and years on the internet and have a bunch of fans. If a motherfucker want to find you and creep you out by showing up and saying I'm so and so from the internet, they can do it. They'll find you. You think that bitch that shot at Rihanna's house, that bitch drove from Florida. That bitch drove from Florida. Let me say that again. 2,300 fucking miles with an AK in the trunk. 2,300 fucking miles from with an AK in the truck. In the trunk, not the truck. In the trunk of an electric car. That bitch was in a one of them Elon Musk whips. She was in one of them Elon Musk whips. Pulled up to and like I said, what does Rihanna live? In a gated community. The chick house worth $15 million. You know what's so crazy about these houses out here? If I brought y'all out here, if I had the money, God, I would do it. Just to do a fucking corner store television tour of Los Angeles. And I would rent a one of those buses, and I would just tell the driver, wherever I tell you to go to that motherfucker. Do you know any place interesting to take us? Take us there. We're going to do a tour through L.A. and just drive through there, looking at L.A. and seeing how dusty this place can be or how dope it could be. I'm going to show y'all the asshole as well as the gold toilet of L.A. if you ever came out here. But I will share this with you. These houses out here are overpriced. These realtors out here are some of the snakiest, some of the most diabolical motherfuckers on the face of the earth. They will show you a house that's worth $15 million, and you'll be like, this shit is whack in your head. All of the fucking bells and whistles might have a basketball court, everything. it'd be like, damn, for 15 million, this ain't shit. Then they'll take you to another house, same price. That motherfucker look like a palace. That's how weird and inflated the prices are on housing out here in California. $15 million could buy you some bullshit. $15 million could buy you Shangri-La in California. That's bullshit. Everything that's worth that much money should be out of this fucking world. I went to a nigga house in Hollywood Hills, and I'm like, this is whack. I'm like walking around. And one of the reasons why I know this, I used to work for a company on La Cienega and Melrose. La Cienega and Melrose, basically called John and Pete's Wine and Spirits. John and Pete's Wine and Spirits. It's a liquor store, but it's more than a liquor store. They would supply parties of epic proportion, Emmy parties. I took Water to the Young and the Restless set, that soap opera on CBS. Met what's the old boy name? I know his name. I just can't call Victor Newman. If you know anything about that particular soap opera, Victor Newman, and also the black guy who killed himself. There was an actor on there who killed himself. Real cool ass brother, man. Real cool. Years and years ago, he committed suicide for whatever reason. I guess he was dealing with a lot of shit. And you don't know, with Hollywood, you don't know why motherfuckers do what they do. You think, you looking on the outside, it look like they so successful and happy. Man, I met bro. He's cool as hell. And now that he ain't, and that's one white dude that's not full of shit. He's so set in his ways, and he's been in film so long, he don't pull no punches. He says what comes out, whatever come out of his mouth, that's it. That's it, bro. That dude is that serious. If you remember, the last major motion picture he was in was Den of Thieves. Remember the first Den of Thieves with old boy from 300 and Ice Cube's son? Den of Thieves, about the bank robbing crew and the sheriffs. If you ain't never seen Den of Thieves, go check it out. Victor Newman from The Young and the Restless played the dude who set up these shit. It's just the way he was talking, and you could just tell that man don't play, bro. He been around. He going on down there 90 years old, bro, and still be doing push-ups and boxing and all that shit. He will fuck you up. You can just tell he exude confidence. I swear to God, on the show he exude confidence. Yeah, he's in that, because remember at the end of Den of Thieves, Gerald, the character, I know his name, Gerard Butler, who played the main sheriff's deputy detective for the sheriff's department. They was looking for Ice Cube's son, and they came into the place where they had initially encountered him in this bar, and Victor Newman's character was in there reading the paper, and he asked Gerard Butler asked him, have you seen him? He says, no, I haven't seen him. And he said, you sure? And he said, what the fuck did I just say? It's not just the way he said it. You can tell that's how he kick it. He kick it like that. They've had interviews. Hell, he was on an interview with Stephen A. Smith on First Take, and they was talking to him about something, and he cursed on live. That man don't give a damn. I love that dude, because he ain't got no filter. He like, fuck all that, man. I'm too old to be filtering myself and playing this fucking bullshit ass, you know what I'm saying, patty cake ass game. I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say, you know, and it is what it is. Come on, man. At this point, you know that dude has got to be either producer on that show or something. He been on the show for over 30, 40 years. A same TV show. I grew up watching this nigga. That's how much cachet these people be having, bro. But getting back to the real estate, look at all the people that have money in the Palisades and how the fires burnt their houses to the ground. We talking about mansions. All of those mansions. And see these lower tier, like Cedric the Entertainer, he got bread. You Google Cedric got millions. Regular ass house. Not like it's a little bitty house or nothing. But these houses, the ground that they fucking build them on is what they charging you for. I know a guy house in Malibu that's 15 million. Like I said, keep that $15 million number in your mind. When I worked at John and Pete's, there was a guy, he had a party. He's supposed to be some big time producer that was gonna have a gang of stars at his party. Uh, right off PCH. I'll never forget. It was two vans, two John and Pete vans. I was driving one, and we had all kind of tubs of ice, uh, Patron, fucking Ciroc was popping at that time. Champagne. Them niggas was, I don't know why they went cheap on the champagne. Them niggas only got Corbel, which I was like, why would you get all this other shit and get Corbel? Corbel is trash. But I guess they only had a budget for whatever. The nigga had $15 million. So we go to this nigga spot, and it's a fucking beast crib. Like, that shit was cold. And it wasn't on the water. Now you could get to the water. It was nasty. That's all I'm gonna say. I was like, this is worth $15 million. I can understand why he paid this. And then you'll go to somebody else's house and it'll be like around the same budget as that house. You'll be like, you paid $15 million for this? Crazy. Do you remember actor Robert Patrick? He played the Terminator in the Terminator movie when the cop, he was the cop with the metal, doing the metal shit, pointing his finger, doing the metal shit. Which one was that? Which Terminator was that? Terminator 2, right? Yeah, it's Terminator 2. And he played the liquid metal cop. Now, if you don't know who Robert Patrick is, he's been in a shitload of movies and TV shows. A bunch. Obviously that. He was the guy that got abducted in Fire in the Sky. About the aliens. It was no, actually he wasn't the guy. Either he was the guy or he was in it. I don't think he was the guy that got abducted. He was one of the friends of the guy who got abducted. Not only that, he's the latest shit he was in. He was just in the last Terminator 2. He was just in the last season of Tulsa King with Sylvester Stallone. He was playing the bad guy in that. Robert Patrick been in a shitload of things. He also was in the X-Files. Remember when David Duchovny, the original guy in the X-Files, and Gillian Anderson, the woman, David Duchovny took a break from the X-Files for a while. I forget what it was about. I think he was going to do movies or some shit, and they was all flopping. The only other thing David Duchovny ever did that was popular was Californication. That's on HBO. Californication was a pretty good little show. He played some kind of producer that was just getting pussy everywhere. But that was his next thing that he did that was real successful. But yeah, Robert Patrick played the FBI agent on the X-Files for a good while before David Duchovny made his return, before they did the X-Files movie, which they should have done. The X-Files was already 9 seasons in before they finally decided to do that movie. That was another show that was like crazy good. I don't give a shit how many times you heard that fucking intro. That motherfucker shit was hard. I almost choked trying to do the shit. But yeah, that used to be my shit. I mean, you can't tell me X-Files wasn't dope. I used to get mad every episode, and then they started making shows just like the X-Files, like Grimm, that was on NBC for about a good 4 years. I was surprised it lasted that long, 4 seasons. Grimm was good. Great idea about it, nigga. The Grimms are old hat too. The stories of Grimms have been around for centuries, where these guys are hunters of monsters. You know what I'm saying? They have a power to be able to see. There's human beings out there that are all these different creatures, but they hide looking like human beings. And when a Grimm is around, a Grimm sees through their fucking disguise as a human, and they call it voguing. It's a great ass show. If you ain't never seen Grimm, Grimm, Grimm is a great fucking show. My man, you just realizing the homie had said what's up to you, man. He finally, but shit don't matter as long as you responded. That's all that matters, bro. You know what's happening. Hey, man, I want to tell y'all, thank y'all, man. For real, man. Listen to me, man. Y'all listen to me. If the cats that's on here. But John, do me a favor. If y'all don't mind, I know the homie already told me his real name. If y'all want me to continue to call you who you are on here, that's fine. I'll do that. But, you know, I'm going to ask you straight now, Marcus. You want me to say who you really are? You want me to keep it at Marcus Banks? And I totally understand your anonymity, as well as you too, Bajan, because I wanna be able to say I'm saying your names right. I be feeling like I'm fucking y'all names up that y'all be using for YouTube. And I know you said call your sin and all that, but you know what I'm saying. Basically what I want to say, man, is thank you. You know what I'm saying. You guys show me a lot of love by showing up here. You helping me pay bills. You helping me, you know, grow this thing I'm trying to grow. I'm really going to turn this into a TV station one day. And you will be able to see Black Belt Theater on Corner Store Television one day. I'm going to pick days that, you know, that I know some people don't go out every Saturday. Some people don't go out every Friday. Some people don't. Some people want to, you know, watch something other than football on Sunday. So when my channel is finally for real on it as a network, a real network, you're going to get a chance to see all the things that I think we all want to see as men. Yeah, Demetrius is the homie Marcus. That's his real name. I thank you for letting me in on that, D. You know what I'm saying? We good, man. You know, and I appreciate you. And I appreciate my man. I know I fuck with him like becoming a member and all that. Man, you don't have to do shit, man, for me if you don't want to. Just come and hang out. Listen to music. Listen to these new artists. Listen to me interview somebody. Listen to me talk about what's going on in the world on my podcast. And just vibe with me when I'm on Corner Store TV live. You know what I'm saying? I could be out right now walking up and down the fucking street in GH where I stay and letting y'all see the little shops. It ain't like you gonna fly here and go buy a TV or buy some shoes or something. You know what I'm saying? I know you won't mind seeing LA, and I've been trying to let y'all see the joint. You know what I'm saying? In a lot of ways. This Wednesday, if my money is right, because this week between the 21st and the 26th of every month, YouTube take care of us from all the things that we've gotten from you guys or made from our channel. And if you guys continue to share these live streams, making comments, liking the live streams, telling people to subscribe, just in your passing day. And I only got a few of y'all who think of me in that way so strongly that you show up. As soon as you see that I'm on live, you show up. I couldn't be more blessed to have you do that, man. Thank y'all so much, man. God bless y'all. I really mean that from the bottom of my heart. Continue to support me, man, because I'm telling you, when it get to a certain level, you will not be forgotten. I done been through a lot of my life, man. A lot of my life. That has nothing to do with any of y'all, but it has everything to do. What's happened to me is that everything to do at how much I'm grinding and trying to make something out of this, as well as keep doing what I'm doing and growing as a person. Because every day, every single day, when you wake up in the morning and when you go to bed, go to the bathroom, look in the mirror and say, man, you dope as hell. You know that, right? You dope and you deserve every single blessing that God has given you. You know that, right? And you do affirmations. You will have a TV show. You will own a wonderful home that you will be live in until the day you perish and pass on to your children. And it'll be such a functional place that it could be able to provide for you, for them, for you in your last days, for them in their coming years, and for the grandkids that they hopefully will eventually have. It could be just an asset they can use to sell and spread amongst themselves. At the point that you're gone, don't really matter what they do with it other than destroy it or fuck it up. You know, and all you can do is pray on all these things, man. You know, and your kids ain't gonna all love you. They just not. I don't care what you've done for your children. When they grow up, they will resent you for something. I don't know a whole lot of people who have perfect situations. Everybody I meet, especially these women we be trying to date, when you meet them, you're going to hear everything that's going on in their life. Everything. And most of it is negative. That's why a lot of guys be just guys are easy to handle. Women don't even realize how easy we are to handle. They make things way more difficult. They make things way more difficult than they should be. You know, they should, instead of going to these comedy shows and hearing comics tell them the truth. Comics have said before, there's only 3 things we care about: eating, being left the fuck alone, and fucking. If you can handle those 3 things, if you give a man all those 3 things he wants: space, something good to eat, and give him some pussy, and suck his dick, y'all don't realize how easy you'll have it in life. You know how easy it would be for you if, let's just say you're a housewife. And this is for my women out there. Just say you're a housewife. And don't take this wrong, because you women always feel like if you giving something to your man or giving of yourself to your man, that he's fucking you over. That's bullshit. If that nigga, if you got a beautiful home, and most real women who got a nigga know this to be true. Some women greet they nigga with head. I'm not saying I'm going to turn down some head as soon as I walk through the door. I'll be like, damn, baby, let me get, no, I like it musty, baby. And shit like that or some shit. Just come here and pull that hair back, put it in a ponytail and get to going. You can't buy that. You can't fucking buy that, bro. You could buy it. Ain't gonna be no love in it, but you could. Because ain't no prostitute. The prostitute gonna love the only thing a prostitute is gonna love about you is to see you coming. Especially if you know you're a good John and you break her off. You know what I'm saying? Most prostitutes don't want to hear no haggling ass nigga. If a motherfucking bitch say, he be like, how much? And the bitch be like, 400. I said, I'll do anything you want. This nigga like, oh, come on now. What about 250? No bitch no prostitute don't want to hear. Women, regular women don't want to hear about a nigga that haggles on prices. So what make you think a prostitute want to hear some haggling? Oh, come on now. Come on now. Let me just pay 200. Nah, nigga, 400. But anyway, most people and most men I know that have a good lady, she ain't tripping off nothing. And you know, just like they say women be trying to dog other women by saying he ain't shit and talking about their relationship and trying to, yeah, misery loves company. But don't think that women that do that to their girlfriends and talk them out of a good relationship. Talking about, girl, he don't let you go nowhere. You know, most chicks who deny them bitches going out got good relationships because they there for their nigga. I know you've seen these videos of badass chicks. I know this is it's all fake, but I love the video and the consciousness of the video where the girl, and so, all right, baby, I'm about to go out with the girls, and they be fine as hell. Badass dresses, they look good, about to go out, and the dude go, all right, baby, have a good time, but do me a favor, on the way back, can you pick me up some Tylenol, some NyQuil? I'm not feeling good. And they go, oh, you're not feeling good? Yeah, I'll be all right, though, just, you know, on your way back. Oh, no, I'm staying here. Look, I know that's a video, and I know they're just trying to make a point. The point is beautiful. The point is beautiful. The only thing is, hopefully, when a woman is feeling that way, the man also reciprocates. It's one thing to be taken care of by your woman and then turn around and be a dick when she's sick and be talking about, why you ain't do this? Why you ain't cook? Why you ain't this? There's time. Man shouldn't have to cook all the time, but a man should cook sometime. You know what I'm saying? There's certain rules to this shit. Motherfuckers be talking about 50-50. Well, nigga, I don't know how to fix a whole bunch of shit in the house, but goddamn it, I'll figure it out. You know what I'm saying? There's just certain parts of the shit you gotta hold up. You gotta hold up your end too, bro. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? That's where chicks start getting, you know, unenamored with niggas when they take and don't give nothing. And I'll put it to you like this. I'm not fond of crowds at all. I don't really like crowds. I hate the parking. I hate having to walk along. These chicks love shit like that. They love being at stadiums and going to concerts and being around a bunch of people and mingling and doing. Especially when you get older. When I was younger, that shit was cool. But see, our mind is on when we go somewhere as men, especially young men. We thinking about how many bitches gonna be there. We ain't thinking about no business deals and none of that shit. Most people go to an outing. It's like, okay, we going to the Eric B and Rakim concert. Let's just throw, even though that's not something that's viable today. When we was growing up, if I had to go to a concert like that, like, all right, perfect example. I went to Sade concert at the Universal Amphitheater. No, there are some, bro. There are some. They're rare, and you're right. No, they said 50-50. I don't really want to debate you on that. I'm not going to debate you through the live chat on that. We could agree to disagree. I know what you're saying, though. I really do know what you're saying, but it's doable. It's doable. It's just you have to have the right woman with the right intellect. It's doable, though. It really is. It is definitely doable. And I'll tell you this. These glasses don't help no more, man. I need some fucking glasses. Trash, bro. Fuck. And I almost broke them motherfuckers the other day. I got my damn prescription. I just need more money to go get some new glasses. It's money. It's all day. It's money this, money that, money this. If I was making an extra $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 a month, I still only end up with $500 a month extra. At the end of the day, extra to just put in the bank. Cause money is just everywhere, man. You got to buy this. 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 You got to pay that. You got to pay that. You got to pay this. You got to pay that. Ain't a day go by a motherfucker don't get a bill in that mailbox. And then when you don't get no mail and you go to the mailbox, ain't nothing in there. And then when finally some letters in there, it's bills. The fuck? It's like you be thinking about, damn, is that all a nigga do is pay bills? Yes. Yes. Did I get my tags? See? I just thought about that shit. I ain't get my tags neither. Fuck. I just thought about that. I gotta pay my fucking... Oh man, I keep forgetting about that. See, that's another thing that gets you on them fucking tags every month. So it's a never-ending battle, man. It's a never-ending battle, dude. So I was saying earlier, like I'm gonna probably end up working somewhere. I'm trying to find something in the industry that I'm working in, or that I'm trying to work in, the acting. I want to like maybe be a key holder for a production office or something like that, open up for them, take care of some of the clients. There's a few production companies all over, but they're all over California, but especially out here in the Valley, places like Columbia. It'd be some place you don't even think it's a place where they shooting some film at. And there's warehouses and standalone buildings that can be bought and turned into studio complexes. And what I mean by that is the major studios, Paramount, 20th Century Fox, whatever. Even Asylum. There's a production company called Asylum. They do all kinds of these little small budget horror pictures and sci-fi pictures. If I was to buy me a nice warehouse out here in the Valley somewhere and clean that shit up and then section it off, making different sets, a bar room, a club set, a doctor's office, a liquor store, a cigar lounge, just all these different sets, a conference room, offices like you in a boardroom. That I've been to those places because I've shot with different places, and I've shot with different productions, and I didn't even realize they have all of these fucking buildings like that, and you could charge per hour a shitload of money. For a small production that maybe needs a small office to shoot a scene in, you could charge $150, $300 a day or an hour. Some have flat rates like that. to where it's 1,000. Like what you shooting all day? You shooting 8 hours? Okay, if you shooting 8 hours, we'll charge you 1,000 or some shit like that or something. You know what I'm saying? It'd probably be a little bit more reasonable than that, but you got to think about it. These budgets, man, depending on the budget. If you shooting a movie and you only got a budget of 100 grand, you're gonna need one of these places. You're gonna need one of these places. You're gonna call them. You're gonna book. You're gonna come down and check the place out and see. Oh yeah, this is perfect. This is perfect. What else do y'all provide? Well, for the space, it's gonna be this much. But we do have stingers. Stingers are those long ass extension cords and a lot of that stuff. I want to own one of those places one day myself because those are not really that hard to run. You got an office. You got a bunch of supplies. You got the warehouse with all your stingers, ladders, directors' chairs, all kind of equipment that you can. That most of these places, that most of these productions that come and will film at a place like that, they've already got the catering. They've already got all that stuff. But some of them, their budgets are so thin that they might be like, "Yo, what kind of other equipment did you guys have that we could use? Like ice chests. We want to put sodas in here." And stuff like that. So then you can rent all of that shit to them too. And then you'd have to have somebody like myself. That's the kind of job I'm looking for, to where I'm the person that'll be there. Like if your call time's at 7 in the morning, I'm already there at the office. I'm getting the office open, getting the warehouse open, or getting that space open, having that shit ready, turning on all the lights, making all the coffee and shit for us and the staff that works at the production house, but getting ready for the people to come and shoot whatever they're going to shoot. You know what I'm saying? And make sure everything goes smoothly. So there's a few positions out there like that. And those are hard to find too because they're not in regular job like Indeed. Then you might find some. I could probably I never thought about putting that in Indeed. Production. I think I'm going to do that tonight just to see what happens. But yeah. So yeah, I got to make ends meet until this actually pops off. So one of the reasons why I be thanking y'all so much is because you really be saving my life. My man Demetrius, for sure, saved my life, nigga. If you push me out of a plane, you put the parachute on and check that motherfucker for me, make sure I'll be alright. So I'll give you a whole lot of props. The homie Sin all day, Sin, even though you ain't never did, well, you know, you might have. I don't even know if you did or not. I think you bought stickers before and put them on the thing. I don't fucking know, man. It's so hard to track this shit, even though when you go to the analytics, to the studio to check in analytics, it's hard to track this stuff. The numbers be going crazy. And even when you check to see who did what. Because I only have like maybe 9 members, if that. And I didn't even realize as a member of a channel, you have to continue to pay. You got to continue to pay just to be a member of the channel. I didn't even know that. I thought it was a one-time fee of $1.99. And you just, you know, you level 1 and forever. But no, I heard, man, people have to rejoin. I didn't know that's how that shit worked. That's one of the reasons why I want to get to level 2 on YouTube as a contributor versus a partner. And just the existence of your YouTube channel and all the people like you guys who engage will help them be able to know what videos to put commercials and advertisement around. And they pay you for that. See, this what, man, I know you do. And that's what, and I can tell who does because it tells you. If I go to my studio right now, to YouTube Studio to check out everything, I didn't know it was a monthly fee of $190. I had no idea. And I want to apologize to y'all for that. And I think that's why I have not been getting the membership numbers that I wanted. Because some people are like, damn, is he really worth $2 a month? You know, you think so, which I love and I appreciate it. But a lot of other people might not see it that way. And that's fine. You ain't got to be a member if you don't think I'm not, for 2 reasons. If you don't think I'm worth it or if you can't afford it. You know what I'm saying? And my members to other people's channels, I'll be lying like a mug if I said I was. I'll be lying, man. I'm not going to, you know, I can't afford to do that shit, man. I can't. I get mad when Google charges for fucking, what do they call it? For space on your phone now. Everything is a charge. Remember back in the day where you could get a fucking SD card and memory cards for these phones? They don't want you to have that shit no more. Like the shit I'm doing right now, this live streaming, this shit is owned by YouTube. I don't own this live stream. Let me tell you a story. I do live stream podcasts, right? Because if I just videotaped them and then edited them later and put it on YouTube, YouTube and I own that. YouTube owns it because I put it on their platform. So they own it. But if I did it just out through video and then dropped it on YouTube, I have a copy of that video. Well, I do live streams. I thought it was easier. Plus, you engage with people versus just doing a video podcast, which you can get engagement, but it's engagement over time because people have to see the video. They got to sit there and look at it. Most people watch live streams just because it's going on right now, and they only watch shorts because shorts are what? That short. People's attention spans is a lot smaller. There was a cat. I ain't gonna say his name. He's a good dude, performer. Met him at this business, like I guess a business cohort. I actually didn't meet him at the cohort. Actually, I met him at a job thing. What do they call them? Orientation about this position, which they didn't hire me on, which I thought was weird. I guess who knows why? I could give a fuck. But I was cool as hell at that thing. And for them to act like, and they had me driving all the way to East LA for that bullshit. That's what really pissed me off too. But anyway, I met bro there, and we was talking about the cohort. I was like, yeah, these people are there. Oh, I was there too. And I was like, man, I didn't even realize you was there. Because I was, at the time, my old lady is the one, when I was dating her, she the one took me there. So anyway, I was telling people at that cohort that I'm a YouTuber and I do a podcast, and if you want to be on a podcast. So he was like, cool, I'll come out. He ended up coming out to my crib on a Sunday out here and went to the studio in the back, and I interviewed him. I've played people's music on my show. Some of these people's music have copyrights. And I do that because if they're going to do the live, I tell them to tell people you're going to be on my show. They can sit. Dude cried on the show and everything. One of the coolest situations I've ever seen, because he started talking about his newborn baby. His baby was coming, and he was going to be a dad. It was real emotional. It was a good fucking podcast. It really was. But I had to end up deleting it because of some copyright issues. And I was purging a bunch of stuff because somebody told me, well, if you got all these copyright, things where they're saying they got the little triangle on your thing and that slows down your channel. A lot of they hold it back so people can't subscribe. I'm like, really? So I'm hearing all that. I'm like, man, I gotta purge my shit. So I'm going through all the content, just editing, deleting, deleting, and his shit got deleted. Fast forward, I think this is what happened. This is what I believe happened. I believe old boy hit me up and was like, yo, do you have a copy of the video that we did of my podcast? And I said, this is what's up, man. I know for a fact after how he responded to me that he looked on my channel for that video of him and it wasn't there. So he was like, what the fuck? Because he was trying to show it to somebody. He was saying it was for some dudes trying to sign him to some management did something. It's been a while since we had the conversation. But bro got fucking mad. Niggas like you, and man, that's why I'm fucking with niggas like you. And he act like this nigga got so raw. He was like, man, you better chill. I'm gonna come. I said, you gonna come what? I said, what you say, bro? So he hanging up. I'm like, damn, he hung up. I called that nigga back. I'm like, bro, don't ever fucking call me again. You got me fucked up, nigga. I'm trying to explain to you what happened. Oh, niggas like you and some big shit he's about to do. And I got a baby coming. I'm finna get this money and you're over here playing. The fuck are you talking about, nigga? You don't own that. Number one, it was a live stream. Number two, because you was in it don't mean you own it. Nigga, that's my show. The fuck is you talking about? I no longer had that show. I was trying to explain this shit to this nigga. It got so ridiculous that some dude that we both know from the cohort thing that we met at called me on the phone with this nigga on the phone trying to call. I was like, you ain't got to call me to calm this nigga down. I don't give a fuck. He can come see me. It's all good. Nigga, I got something for you. The fuck is wrong with you, bro? He super fiery, pissed off, thinking I'm doing him dirty and all this, and I could get this footage, I could show this too. Nigga, you could go do a fucking. There's something about that shit. I knew it was something more to it, but I wasn't getting the full story. It was something more to it. Maybe he thinking, I don't know. Niggas get to talking to him. I went on this podcast, and maybe some homie of his said, "Hey man, did you get the footage from that guy? You know, he's got some old stupid ass shit like that." I don't know, man. Who knows what the fuck it was about? He's a cool dude. I'm happy he had a wonderful child came. He got a little girl. Him and his lady seemed real cool. He supposed he got all this stuff going. Do your shit. I told y'all. Told especially all you people from the East Coast and all these other places who watch me, niggas in California be on some weirdo shit. Everybody on they way to stardom. Everybody. Everybody on the brink of being a star here. Oh man, I got this going and all these rap. It's niggas, it's rap niggas that came to my garage, bro. You swear that they was Drake or somebody the way they acting. You did. It's the California. You're not gonna get no subscribe. The only way you're gonna get somebody to fuck with you in California is you gotta have money and influence. The influence first. The money is one thing. Everybody out here claim they got bread out here. Everybody. You go anywhere, any club, everybody gonna be acting with their nose in the air. Most motherfuckers will leave that club and go home in an $80,000 car and go to an apartment so small they'll walk in the front door and fall out the back of that motherfucker. Everybody on some weirdo shit. You ain't never lying. Everybody. Everybody on some weirdo shit. Everybody. And everybody swear that they fucking rich and they some big time. And man, all these niggas love me. I done been to clubs off of fucking Western in the hood, nigga. You can't even get in the motherfucker from the front. You got to go enter from an alley. Now, who want to be dressed up walking in some alley that's not even a paved alley? It's rocks and dirt, and walk through some gate to get to the back of some club and some nice ass. And I used to see people come in, pulling in, parking in the back of that place. I'm like, damn, is it like that? We really living like this? Niggas is broke like that, but acting like they rich? Paying $50, $60 to perform 2 or 3 songs at some fucking... It's all good. And it's no problem to have any dreams. I'm not saying nothing about them. But where's the humility at in these people? Most of these motherfuckers are not humble. All of them be late. Every person I've ever tried to get to come over here, I know I'm in the valley. That's why I tell them, you pick the time. So I'm telling you, if we could do this shit late. I said, we can do this shit 10, 11 o'clock at night, as long as we just quiet when we in the back, because we don't want to disturb the people, you know, the neighbors. We go in the garage, shut the shit, and we in there. But these motherfuckers, oh no, it's cool. I'll be there at 8, 9 o'clock, motherfuckers showing up. I was like, bro, my shit was set at 8 o'clock. When 8 o'clock came, I went ahead and went live. I told you, I let you know what time to come. And people be disrespecting you, especially when they feel like you ain't worthy of their presence. One nigga told me, oh man, we was eating. I said, so that's your excuse? I said, bro, I told you when to come. I gave you the option to tell me what time you want to be here. And you still couldn't. Oh man, OG, you tripping, man. You tripping. Nah, nigga. You ever ask yourself why you haven't made it? You such a big time rapper, got this. Your following is all the niggas that you know, and a few bitches that you know, and a few new bitches you probably met talking about you a rapper. And cause you young and you halfway decent looking, bitches gonna give you a chance. Cause these hoes trying to find themselves too and trying to latch on to some nigga they can say, I fuck with this, that, whatever. I don't know what's going on through people's head, but motherfuckers is delusional. That's the thing. There's a statement or a term that they use to talk about people who think they really up here but they really down here. And that's because people say your attitude got to be what you want. If you want to be a millionaire, you got to act like you got a million. That's not true. That's some bullshit. That's not true. $1 million attitude, 20 cent fucking life. It's the same thing like in basketball. When they said nigga got $1 million move with a $10 finish, meaning you had all this move and go up to miss the layup. It's the same thing. You niggas can't be, just because you went to the studio and you got a Spotify account and your shit is on all these platforms and you'd have done a couple of little fucking, you know what I'm saying, a couple of little fucking, what do they call them shits? Showcases. One of them you might, I got niggas paid. This is gonna kill you. Some bikers, LA Choppers, they are fucking biker club, just like the fucking what are the Black Knights out here. They got a bunch of biker clubs out here. The LA Choppers, these niggas wear all yellow. They be like chop chop. That's their little shit. It's on my live stream. You can go look down all my lives. I'm at the LA bike, man. I was there 2 nights. I went there 2 days in a row. Them niggas asked me, did I know people? Because it was a big thing. It was at this real cool bike, the Black Knights clubhouse in Compton. And the LA Chopper niggas got to use their shit because they like, you know, they cool. Those two bike clubs is cool with each other. And they had a weekend event. It was the LA Choppers biker event, weekend event. They had 2 nights. The first night I went in there and just interviewed niggas as I walked around. They was on bikes. It was a shitload of niggas out there. DJ, it was a bunch of niggas. And I came back the second night, but they had asked me a couple weeks prior, or like a month prior to that shit, do you know any artists that would want to perform? I was like, yeah. Now check this out. One of the artists is from the 60s area where Nipsey Hussle from, and he's like one of the next guys from that area that's coming up. His name is Jay Outlaw. Pretty cool little rap nigga. He dope. You know, he is music cool. He got a pretty decent following. But even with the following that he has and the cachet that he has, he still ain't like blah, blah, blah out there. You dig? He ain't like, few niggas know that nigga. More niggas than most niggas. You know what I'm saying? And you know, he's probably the only person I know that could actually do what he did. He's like, oh, big Dex, tell them niggas this. And I'm like, bro, I'm not your manager. You know what I'm saying? I'm not your manager. All I'm saying is there's a event that's happening. They was asking about performance. I thought about you because you one of the guys, you know, and I played, and one of the things I did for the biker group, the treasurer who was trying to put this shit together, and another member of the group, like a higher member in the group, was working with me. So I said, look, I'm not going to just tell you this artist is good. I'm going to share you their links to their music, and you could judge for yourself if they somebody you want to be, you know, want to be here. Well, I sent them a few people. I sent them J Outlaw shit. I sent them a couple other artists' music that I thought would be worthy. And I sent them this one dude I know whose uncle I don't really fuck with, or cousin I don't really fuck with. But I had met him through a showcase, and I started to dig his music. His name is Big. It was Sauce the Wave, but he changed his name to Big Sauce now. But I heard some of Bro's music. I was like, that's you? I was like, damn, that's pretty good. So over the years, I'm not the years, over the time from the time I met him till now, I was like, yo, bro, it's good. So I told them about him too. So they was like, sending the music, let us check it out. So I said, yeah, soak that up for about a week or two, but both y'all niggas ride around and listening to them, and also talk to the other members, you know. And so they came back to me like, yo, we like this J Outlaw nigga. That's the kind of shit we want over here. This shit hood. You know what I'm saying? And it's, we more into the gangster type shit anyway, most of the people we fuck with. And I was like, that makes sense. So I told Jay about it. This nigga tried to tell, oh man, they ain't offering enough. And they, you know, I want all my niggas to be on here. And they had another artist that was going to be on there that's a known up-and-comer young, that the LA Chopper niggas had got this guy on his own. But they wanted some other artists, and they asked me. So I told them about Jay, and Jay was like, the nigga that they got headlining, I know that nigga already. Actually, we did a song together. And he's like, tell them I want 5 bands, all kind of. I'm like, bro, I am not your manager. You talk to this nigga. All I'm doing is putting y'all together. I'm not getting no money for this. He thinking I'm getting something from them. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, this shit weird. All I'm trying to do is get some content. These niggas asked me did I know somebody. So that shit fell up. That shit fell apart, and he never did perform. The other niggas, Big Sauce, I told him about it. Guess this nigga, and I'm gonna tell you something. This ain't no disrespect to Big Sauce. Music is good. He just a regular motherfucker. He on his way musically. Content is good, but he's just a regular dude. He did a show out on Sunset a while back that I went and came and checked out, and I was like, bro, you didn't even dress up for this shit. And I love you. You need to look the part, man. You know, but that's neither here nor there. I ain't going to try to be all critical. I like his music. I wish him the best. But it's like every time you perform, you got to look dope, man. I don't give a fuck how small of a setting it is. You got to set a precedent for what you want to be. If you want to do music, don't come out there going gyrating and I know he's probably going to say, man, that's my shit and that. No, bro, your shit. He got this one song. Y'all go check him out. He got this one song called Money. I don't want to need it, money. Tell me, I love that song. But when you see him performing it live and he don't look, you like, that's him? That's the kind of shit I'm talking about. Motherfuckers thinking they already there and you got a long way to go. Nobody can't tell you nothing. You already know the game. I'm going to be this and I'm working with this. No, these niggas that you work with ain't finna help you do nothing, blow up and nothing. Nothing. You got to move in way better circles than you move in. You got to go find some Jew homies. You got to go to West LA, go to the clubs, meet some whites. Tell them you an artist. Real smooth about it, though. Like, oh, yeah. Hey, what's up, man? You know, da-da-da. Oh, yeah, I'm an artist, you know. Go to the clubs in Hollywood. Pay the DJs. Yo, man, I got 50 for me. You play this one joint. Or, you know what I'm saying? Let me get your card or something. I'll email you my shit. Maybe you could, you know what I'm saying? I could cash app you or something when you do your next set somewhere. You can put my shit in rotate. You know? And I know you're probably thinking, well, OMD, you do music too. Why you ain't doing that? I'm not doing music to try to get in the game. These young niggas is. I'm doing music because I love it. If my shit is out, somebody happen to hear it and go, that shit tight. The only promotion I'm going to do for me, if I ever do any music, which I'm going to do this week, and the music I've done in the past, if I got the money, I'm going to go to playlists. That's all I'm doing. You go to different playlists. There's Soho Music is one of the places I go to. You can get on 5 playlists for like $30 or some shit like that. Or $50 or some shit like that. It's $10 a list. And I'm telling you, it'll raise your awareness to people like a motherfucker. But see, I'm not trying to get signed. But these cats swear they are. They swear. My son was the same way. No disrespect to him. Dope music. Making some good KG Hustle made some good fucking music. And I'm like, why you ain't promoting yourself? Oh, man, we got to be grassroots, Pops. We got to be grassroots. You know what I'm saying? People going to find out about us. The music's that good. I'm like, you niggas is living on a fucking fantasy world. I don't give a shit how good your single is. Promotion is key. If you ain't promoting your shit, you ain't going nowhere. Everybody, and niggas don't even know you in your own town. I'm sorry. It's just the facts. I don't give a fuck. Don't let them Instagram numbers and followers fool you. Don't let that shit fool you. None of that shit's going to pay you $1. The only way you're going to make any money on any of this content platforms is if you got over 100,000 subscribers. Period. If you ain't got over 100 stack, you regular. I don't give a shit who on here that's got 50,000. I got 40-some thousand, heading to 50,000, and I'm making pennies. Pennies. This shit ain't no different than streaming when you're on Spotify. Penny a stream, half a cent a stream. 40,000 streams only get you like 20 bands. You know what I'm saying? If you get that many streams, if you're lucky. And if you get 40,000 streams, I guarantee you got well over 100,000 followers on Spotify. You have to have that many in order for them to stream that many times. It's all numbers. And it's all motherfucking algorithm shit. And all these people in LA, you move, I don't give a fuck where you from. My man Demetrius from Pennsylvania, you already been to LA, you know exactly how these motherfuckers act out here. You already know. Now, if you think it was bad when you was here before, guess what? It's worse now. Everybody arrogant. Even the bums are arrogant. How you a bum and you on the street smelling like piss and got doo-doo stains all in, coming out your fucking ass, and you get this nigga a bottle of water and a sandwich? I don't want no fucking water. I wanted some money. Bro, you can't make this shit up, man. What the homie say? He said exactly, Dex. No one is humble, and they all are late. They all are inconsiderate. Everyone is on some con games or get over shit. Now ask yourself why that is, Big Chief. Has life been created? Look, when you go online and you see a bunch of chicks in every other video talking about how much a nigga gotta have for them to be with them, how do you think the world gonna end up? When you go online and you see a bunch of fucking videos of Karens, a nigga riding by on an e-bike on a bike path, and a Karen, you shouldn't be on the thing with it. I mean, all of these different videos have changed how we view people. Everything that you see in regular life. I could go to Walmart 6 in the morning trying to avoid the crowds and the people who like come at 6 in the morning like me. You might fuck around and have an altercation with them at 6 in the morning. There ain't hardly nobody in Walmart because people are rude, inconsiderate, and pieces of shit. And guess what? It's not just the baby boom. It's not just the young people or the Generation X or Z. It's people from the baby boomers too, nigga. Old ass, rude ass motherfuckers mad at the world for something they may not be doing or may not have in their life, or just mad at the world because they have to share it with other motherfucking people. One of my pet peeves, and you know this for a fact, is being in traffic. If you don't know me and you don't know that I don't like being in traffic, you probably shouldn't be a member of this channel because I've said that shit a million times. I don't like being in parking lots wasting gas with my engine on. And that's what these California freeways are like, being in a fucking parking lot with your engine on. You'll run out of gas if you ain't got no gas in LA. If you know goddamn well you only got a half a tank of gas, you got to be somewhere, don't go nowhere. I don't give a fuck if it is some money involved. Unless you care. I done did that before. Motherfuckers like, oh yeah, you got this part in this movie, or, you know, you go there and they telling you the whole time that you're going to get paid that day. And then you get up there and find out they deferred the payment. I went off on this one dude in Long Beach. I was in a movie with Everything That Glitters. You can go look and find it right now. It's on Amazon. It's called Everything That Glitters. Golden Brooks, Gary Owens Jr., old boy who played Frenchie in Fridays. I know his name. I just can't call it. Big time actor. He's been in a lot of shit. He was in Ray. He's in every goddamn thing, man. You can think of it. He was in it. And I was in that. And I was supposed to get paid $75. And if I'd have took that speaking role, they was offering me, it would have went up to like $200. But I ate cheese and got spooked because I didn't think I was prepared. I was really just there to do the scene as one of the boardroom members in that boardroom scene. It was like a board conference room scene. And I was supposed to be one of the people that worked for the company in my tie, my shirt. And I was really broke. I was driving my minivan back then. I had no money. I had to get all the way. Did I leave Baldwin Hills or was I living here in the valley? No, I was living in Baldwin Hills at the time. I had to get all the way to Baldwin Hills off the 705 freeway, and get back on that little gas. And I was, man, that traffic was bad, man. I was spooked. And after the shoot, we done been there all them hours. It's dark. And bro was like, we ain't gonna pay you now. We gonna pay you like later. I'm like, what? Nobody ain't tell me that, bro. Oh, no, man. Hey, you too, Demetrius, man. I'm gonna holler at you, man. God bless you, man. Have a good night. Get you some rest, bro. It's like, yeah, man, we can't pay you. Man, I must have went off on that producer. I was like, man, I need my money today. Y'all didn't say that, man. Y'all didn't say that. Y'all need to put that shit in the fine print on your ad. Nah, you can't do that to your boy. I need that money today. I had him a PA. He had to give a PA his bank card. All right, man. I'll see you tomorrow, man. Please be there for the Corner Store Podcast live stream. I'll see you tomorrow. And he made me follow bro to Wells Fargo. And bro went and got the money out of the bank and gave it to me. And I had to do that because I went right to the gas station and got enough gas to get home. That shit was crazy, man. That shit was crazy. And I rolled off on to Normandy and Florence and went and got me some weed. Cause I was stressing, man. And old boy had pulled me to the side too. The guy the actor, I know his goddamn name. I just can't call it to save my life. He pulled me to not Gary Owens Jr. Gary Owens Jr. was real cool too. But he pulled me to his side. He said, "Hey, look, OG, not OG." He said, "Look, man." He said, "You gotta be more diplomatic on these shoots." He said, "I know you." He said, "You actually played a pretty important role, even though you didn't have a speaking part on this project." He said, "You can't, that guy right there that you was just going back and forth with. He's a pretty important guy. I know this is a small shoot, small budget, but I said, but look, man. I said, I hear what you're saying, and I love you, man. I love this craft. I love you, but I'm living bad right now. Clifton Powell came to me. Clifton Powell is his name. The actor's name is Clifton Powell. Clifton Powell pulled me to the side. I had I got pictures of him and me and him right now. It's just one. I want to take more of him, but you don't want to be sitting up there taking all these pictures. People be trying to chill in between takes. You know what I'm saying? I had a picture of Golden Brooks, but you could hardly really. I deleted that one because it didn't really look. Because she was kind of just peeking around my shoulder or some shit. It wasn't that great of a picture. I should actually ask somebody to take the pics, but I'll be trying to do it quick so that I don't be bothering them. Just take a selfie with them and shit like that. But yeah, Clifton was real cool. He was trying to tell me, he's like, "Yo, man, you got, don't burn no bridges." I said, "Man, I needed money. How was I gonna get home? Wasn't like now niggas wasn't gonna take up collection. You know what I'm saying?" I said, "You're a veteran actor, Mr. Powell." I said, they got you a hotel room. You only here 2 nights. You told me that. You here 2 nights. The motherfuckers gave you $3,000 just to fly. They flew you here, paid $3,000 just to do this shit. You know what I'm saying? To you, that's like nothing. You come in here, these little lines, you do these lines, boop, 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 and then you out of here. Then you on to the next bigger, better things. You know what I'm saying? Me, I'm a struggling actor, bro. I'm trying to break in. But I know there's a certain amount of ass kissing and a certain amount of dirty ass jobs we're gonna have to do. You know what I'm saying? And plus the people in Hollywood they just like any other business. They want to see how much shit they can put on your plate and see how much you can take in order for you to be let through the gate. Because there's a certain amount of gatekeepers out here, you know what I'm saying, that are watching these doors. You know what I'm saying? They're watching these doors, bro. They only let so many people in here. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people would say Michael B. Jordan right now is one of the new darlings of the industry. But I wouldn't say that. I would say Michael B. Jordan, he put his foot into the door and kicked it the fuck open. And one of the ways you do that is you align yourself with a person like Ryan Coogler, who's an up and comer and has gotten some people who see him as an intelligent filmmaker that makes great films. Not only write good scripts, makes great films and great stories and brings them to life. You get a cachet when you do Black Panther and you get Michael B. Jordan to play Killmonger. All that's doing is setting Michael B. up for other roles. Because after you do Killmonger, Hollywood can't be a bitch and go, "Well, we ain't gonna hire him." It'll take something like what happened to Jonathan Majors, which see the difference between Michael B. Jordan and Jonathan Majors is, for what I can tell, and they're both cool with each other, is Jonathan Majors wants to be in love. He wants to be in a relationship. That ain't necessarily something Michael B. Jordan want to do. I'm not speaking for bro like I know him, but you could just tell how they kick it. You know what I'm saying? It looks like to me Jonathan be wanting to be in a relationship. Like that last woman who got him in trouble. I mean, you can play the field, man, while you're really doing as many films as you want, and then maybe think about, settling down. It's the same thing with these young cats that are in college, like that boy who was at Colorado who married that girl. Everybody was telling him don't marry. The Heisman Trophy nigga. Now they breaking up and she trying to get money out of him. Stop fucking with these bitches when you young and you're up and comer in something. If you're an up and coming actor, fuck hoes for a while. Don't fuck with them. Get you a body of work, make your money, invest it so you can be ready to be in a relationship, prenup the shit out of these bitches and call your own shots. Not saying you're gonna dog her or nothing. You just want to find out if she the one. Steven Jackson, damn, the NBA player, damn near fucked up. And he broke off his engagement when he asked her to sign the prenup and she wasn't doing it. This was the day of the wedding. She said no. That nigga was like, bye. Smartest thing he ever did. I know for a fact that Matt Barnes, the one that he do the podcast with, I know he wish he would have had a prenup with Gloria. I don't know if he did or not. This bit, see, the women like Gloria, and no disrespect, beautiful women. She's on Basketball Wives. I'm like, damn, that nigga Matt Barnes bitch is bad. I used to think Shawnee O'Neal was bad. I'm like, these niggas is kicking it with some baddies. These chicks are very shrewd. They're very smart, and they also know how much money they niggas have. And they, when you marry them and you that close to them, they see all the zeros and commas. Not saying that they're gonna dog you or nothing like that. It's just like you can't. They waiting for mistakes to happen so they can have legal recourse on that ass. But if you're smart enough to get that paperwork together, they don't be wanting to sign that shit, man, because they know they only gonna get so much money. So I'm telling you, young niggas, if you listen to me right now, speak. I've never been married. I don't think I've ever been in a position financial to feel like I was a husband. Even when I was with my BM and we was living together in almost like wedded bliss, she always made more money than me. That's the problem with being a black man. If you're not bouncing a ball or rapping or some stupid ass shit, that's the only viable thing they'll let you do. You know what I'm saying? If you're working from the bottom up at some company, they're going to take a nice giant shit on you and see how much doo-doo you're going to smear in your face to kiss their ass with them checks. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, most people take that shit on the chin, work their way up, become foreman, become this, become that. But even then, those jobs don't give a fuck about you. My baby mama worked for her job for the last 30-something years, 25 years. They lay her ass off after all that time because they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. They hope, and motherfuckers don't care if you saved up enough money to be able to have that money to fall back on. Nothing. As far as they're concerned, if you died 2 weeks after they had laid your ass off, they'd be like, oh, that's so terrible to hear that. And that's all there is to it. Remember, the most important person in this world that you have is you. If you can't take care of the man or woman in the mirror, you sure can't make nobody else happy. So take care of yourself. Fuck a wife. Fuck a husband when you young. Fuck all that. Work. I say if you are an athlete and you get drafted, whatever sport that is, play 5 to 7 years before you even think about a serious relationship. Period. Yo, it's almost 8 o'clock, y'all. Tomorrow, 11 a.m. Tomorrow, 11 a.m. Get at your boy. I'm going to be on the Corner Store podcast live stream tomorrow, man, talking about Trump, talking about Iran. Iran saying they finna kill this nigga. Crazy shit going on, man. This motherfucker tweeted that Trump tweeted that he was glad that Robert Mueller died and all this other shit. These motherfuckers can say all that shit, and then you say anything about Charlie Kirk, these motherfuckers having a coronary. Fuck this stupid ass world and all these idiotic fucking people who so-called running this place. This place is crazy. Hey, this your boy OMD300, aka Doc Savage, the man of bronze. And this is the Corner Store Television. This is Corner Store Television Live. Thank you for being here. Please become a subscriber. Please subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification so you'll know when I'm on. I'm going to holler at y'all. Have a good night. Peace.